After a hot shower and a rest day in Fairbanks, I loaded up again and started west towards the Denali Highway. Even though this detour would add a few extra days to the trip, I wanted to see more of Alaska's interior, and I hoped to sneak a peek of Mount Denali. But before I got there, my route would take me through the town of Nenana and over 100 miles of more Alaskan wilderness. But for the first time, I had some nicely paved roads. I stopped in Healy to check out a replica of the Magic Bus, a Fairbanks city bus featured in the John Krakauer story Into the Wild. And then I got a chance to spend the night with friends who live year-round in a tiny log cabin. The next morning, I had a beautiful ride towards Denali National Park. But with smoke in the air from nearby wildfires, I decided to continue on. Some of the locals thought I was crazy for biking this far, and I thought they were crazy too. I stopped for a sketch and enjoyed the stunning mountain views, even if they weren't inside the national park. In the town of Cantwell, I turned off the pavement and onto the gravel road of the Denali Highway. This is a 135-mile scenic route with barely any services, but enough scenic solitude to make up for it. By the end of the day, I made it to a primitive campground and wondered when this house would fall into the river. The next morning, I pushed east along the Denali Highway, and by mid-morning came across one of the only lodges in this area. Inside the bar, I found walls plastered with dollar bills, a signed photo of Sarah Palin, a bush plane, and a dead bear. It doesn't get more Alaska than this. Another long day in the saddle brought me over rivers, past glaciers, high up over snow-capped mountain pass in the rain. But it never rains all day in Alaska, and the sun came out again. I have a theory that street signs in Alaska are not legally official until they have at least one bullet hole in them. Finally, I reached the end of the Denali Highway at Paxson and fell asleep quickly despite the everlasting daylight. If you'd like to dive deeper into this adventure, see more of my art, and read the full story, go to drawnthere.com to order a copy of my book, The Art of Bikepacking.